Welcome back to another episode of the Vegan Shred series. I don't know why I just did that. So, just before I get started with the mindset of shredding and bulking, I wanted to give you a quick update on where I'm at with the vegan shred. Not gonna lie, no excuses. My nutrition last week was absolutely awful. I had very long days in that I was personal training up at 5:30 and then had work in the studio in the evenings. So, you know, it just threw a bit of a spanner in the works in terms of actually finding the time to meal prep. I was prioritising my low intensity steady state cardio and training over the food prep, and you know, it didn't do me any favours. So no excuses. I've got like 6 weeks left, so I need to just really nail down. I've got something else to work towards now, so it gives me a bit more focus. And yeah, I've just got to hold myself accountable and make sure I nail it over the next few weeks. So what am I going to do that? Just going to increase my low intensity steady state, the frequency and the duration, and I'm going to make sure I'm absolutely smashing my workouts, but mainly really focusing on prepping my meals. I've noticed since going vegan that if you don't prep your meals and keep them like fresh, exciting, like use really nice, vibrant, colourful foods and just get all of those macros and micros in, it's a case of just buying microwave, steam bag ready stuff, and it's just not enjoyable. So I'm really going to focus on that, and hopefully that will help me, stay on track for the next 6 weeks. Please. Okay, so moving on, I had a message come in, and on that note, if you do have any content or any questions that you want me to create for you or answer, please do leave a comment below or on any of my social pages, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, just at Callum Melly, and I will get them done. I want to create content that is relevant to you guys and what you enjoy watching. So someone messaged in at the start of the week and was like, last week, sorry, and they said, how do you get around the mindset of shredding or bulking? And it's a great question. It's something I've come up against a lot in the past. How do you? Because I get this body dysmorphia like a lot of people do when they really get into the gym and they start to see their body transform, where I've cut right down, like got really lean for a photo shoot in the past, or something to do with work or anything like that, where I've needed to be lean, and then I've been like, oh man, I don't feel big and I want to put on a bit more size. Then you go on a bit of a rebound and you don't do it properly. You sort of think, right, I'm gonna up my calories and put on a bit of excess fat. Yes, you do bulk up, but then you're like unhappy because you put on a bit of fat and you can't see your abs very well anymore, and it's just like one big vicious cycle. It swings and roundabouts, and it's something that until you've been training for a good few years and you start to understand your own body, how to work out your calories, what training works for you, etc., it's hard to simultaneously burn fat and build muscle, but it can be done. So what would I recommend? From past experiences, whenever it came to bulking up, I would just throw calories into my body. I didn't really care where they came from, as long as I knew I was getting a good amount of protein in. I was able to train hard and I was enjoying my training and what I was eating. I was happy. A lot of that food was junk food, and it was the worst thing I could have possibly done, especially if you've come from a calorie deficit and you're very lean, to then putting shit into your body. You know, you are what you eat. As the saying goes, you are what you eat. If you're going to put shit in, you're going to feel like shit. Your performance is going to go down, and if you're trying to put on quality lean mass, how is that going to benefit you? It's not. It's just going to have a detrimental effect. And vice versa. If you go from a massive calorie surplus to then completely cutting your calories, then you're going to have no energy. You're not going to be able to perform. You're not going to enjoy it. If you're just eating, you know, chicken, rice and broccoli, it's hard to maintain that, and it's not enjoyable. So what you have to do is find balance. You have to, how I like to do it is I keep my food clean, so to speak. So I'll put the best quality food into my body that is calorie dense, nutrient dense, I'm putting the good food in at the right time. So I'm putting my carbs and my protein in pre-workout, post-workout, getting lots of micronutrients in from vegetables, a lot of fiber, and just giving my body everything it needs to be nourished, to repair, to fuel my performance, to recover. And that's when I see the best results. Now, if you're doing that and you understand your calories based on your TDEE and your goal, then that's when you can really start to play around and find a calorie intake when you are putting good quality food into your body that's going to simultaneously help you to build in muscle and burn fat. Now, I have 100%, and I know this from a DEXA scan, put lean muscle on in a calorie deficit. And that's simply because the food I've been putting in has allowed me to train very, very hard. My strength has gone up. My performance, my endurance has all gone up. And that's simply a result of the fuel I'm putting into my body. And because of that, I've caused more micro tears. I'm then putting in the same good quality nutrition after my workout that has allowed my body to repair, recover, and grow. So the calories, so basically just because I'm in a calorie deficit, I've then tapped into my stored body fat to fuel the low intensity activities throughout the day. Okay, remember, your body fat is there is your body's primary source of fuel for anything that's low intensity, steady state, whether that be cardio or just low intensity activity throughout the day. Your body's going to tap into the stored body fat. Why is it going to want to use carbohydrates that are stored in the muscle or that are just in the blood as blood glucose or you've just digested? Why would it want to use that and tap into that if it doesn't need to? So it's just about being clever with your food, your timings, and your training. In terms of the mindset, just get out of that whole attitude of I want to shred, I want to bulk. Why don't you just look at it as that I want to get the best results possible? And if you want to get the best results possible, understand how many calories your body needs. At the end of this video, guys, I'll put in a link to my video so you can work out that calculation. Aim for your maintenance calories. Hit your maintenance calories, train hard, and for 1 week, just 1 week, smash your training, smash your nutrition. So put really quality foods in at the right times, the right amounts. Again, that's all covered in the video that I'll link in at the end of this one. And see how your body reacts, because it's a learning curve. You have to see how your body reacts. And rather than put the pressure onto yourself, because that's what we do, guys, we put this pressure on where we say we're going to get shredded, we're going to bulk up, and then you don't start to see the results, and you start to panic, you start to pressure yourself even more, you start to think, what am I doing wrong? You overcomplicate things, and that's where it all goes wrong. Keep it simple. Hit your maintenance calories, train hard, and see how your body reacts. Take photos at the start of the week, take photos at the end of the week. Don't always go by the scales. The scales are a good tool if you've got everything right and you weigh yourself in the morning, first thing before you've eaten, had anything to drink, so you're consistent with that. But if you're not and you're weighing yourself at different times throughout the day, everything's going to fluctuate. So I like to go by photos. Do I look leaner? Do I look fuller in the muscles? Do I look bigger? Yes, I will then use the scales as a secondary tool. Take measurements, so 9-point Skinfold measurements. You can take measurements of your arms, your chest, your back, your quads, everywhere, and just do it that way. But the only way you're going to know is by regularly checking. You have to find what works for you. So that's how, personally, I've got around the whole idea of, you know, cutting, shredding, whatever you want to call it, or bulking. I just aim for being consistent with my training and my nutrition and look at myself in the mirror. If I'm wanting to put on a bit more size and weight, yes, I will increase my calories, but the calories coming in, I know are good quality calories. It's good nutrient dense foods that are going to allow me to perform harder. And if you then do put on a bit of extra muscle, your muscles then have the capacity to store more glycogen. So all I'm going to do is put more carbs in anyway. Be smart with your training. I hope that answered the question. Again, if you do have any more questions you want me to answer, simply leave a comment below and I'll be sure to get a video done. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, guys, please do subscribe. Again, all I'm trying to do here is share my personal training expertise and nutritional expertise with you guys and create content you want to see. So please do subscribe, tell a friend, and get them to subscribe as well. And if you're not already following me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc., it's just at Callum Melly. Stay connected, and yeah, I put up content every single day. Until next time, guys, keep it real. Peace!